Hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Gus McQueen from Blestroid, and this is the Q&A video I said I would do after my 500 subscriber video. And I will also announce the giveaway winner of the giveaway. That makes sense. So assuming that most of you are probably here to find out if you won the contest or not, rather than watch me ramble on about me in the most vain attempt to not seem like I have an ego, I'm going to make you wait until the very end of the video, or partway through the video. You're never going to know when the winner's going to come, so you're going to have to watch the whole thing and find out. Now let's do it right now. And the winner of my 500 subscriber giveaway is Matt Rondieu. I horribly butchered that, but Matt R, I suppose. Matt, you won. You have until August 10th to contact me, get me in touch with me on Twitter or YouTube. Twitter's probably the easiest since YouTube's messages system is kind of dumb. Or just leave a comment on this video, let me know it's you. I'll go get the gift card, I will get you the code, and I will send you that code in a private message on Twitter or YouTube or something like that. And now that most of you probably clicked away from the video, we're gonna go through these questions. I didn't grab the piece of paper one of them. These questions. All of these are gonna be coming from YouTube unless I say they're from Twitter, so there's only a couple from Twitter, so just assume it's all on YouTube. Our first question comes to us from the Roy Teal 96. He has quite a few questions. First one, what medium of entertainment do you like most? TV, movies, video games, books, or music? I'm going to have to go with video games in this one, followed closely second by music. Yes, I like movies, I like TV, books are cool, but they don't do as much for me as video games do. Video games, I feel I have more chance to interact with what I'm doing with instead of just sitting there watching a movie or watching TV or something. I have a chance to interact, I can make an impact on worlds and things like that. I find video games are a lot more rewarding than something like watching a movie. You know, you sit through a 2.5 hour movie, like you sit through Avengers, like, yeah, cool, I watched Avengers. You beat, I don't know, Sunset Overdrive or something. You're like, yeah, I beat Sunset Overdrive. I feel accomplished. I still haven't actually beaten Sunset Overdrive yet. And music just means a lot to me. I'm a musician. I play drums and a little bit of bass. Not nearly good enough to be a performance quality of bass, but I've been drumming for about 6.5, 7 years at this point. I've kind of lost track. So I'm in a band. I was in a band for 5 years. Now I'm in another band again. Gone from thrash metal to alternative rock, so that's bit of a jump, but I don't mind because it's fun. But music really does mean a lot to me. Music was such a huge part of my life music was such a huge part of my life for 5 years back when I was in my first band, Horns, that I wouldn't be who I was if I didn't play music. So those 5 years changed me drastically. Next one from Roy Teal. Who or what got you into YouTube and wanting to make videos? Oh god, this is gonna be a long one. Gotta put the questions down. So, I might be getting some flack for this, but when I was a lot younger, I don't remember exactly when, I was probably about 12, maybe 13, I got sick a lot. I was home from school a lot, and what I would do in those times, you know, watch TV, movies, stuff like that. And I was really into Star Wars. You know, everyone likes fucking Star Wars. I didn't really follow story too well. Like if I was interested in it, I was set on it, you know. But if I didn't like it, I just kind of ignored it, which is why I thought Episode 2 was a good movie, because it had great action scenes. Like Jango Fett was awesome. Pretty much I had a ritual for a while of I would like come home from school. I did this probably 3 or 4 times a week for 2-3 weeks. I'd come home from school, I'd put in Attack of the Clones, I'd watch the Jango Fett Obi-Wan Kenobi fight, I'd fast forward to the Geonosian fight in the arena when I was trying to say Obi-Wan, I kept thinking Han and Luke. It's a little early there. But when Obi-Wan and Anakin and Padme are there being attacked by the monsters. And then I just watched that until the fight with Dooku. So I'd go through the Jedi all being there, and then the clones coming in, the big Clone Wars battle, because it was cool, explosions and all that. And it was awesome to me. I didn't give a shit about all the political crap going on or the crappy romance. I just never thought about it. And I would watch... I was just so engrossed in episode 2 of Star Wars, and I got the special edition DVD that was like the 2-disc one. Never listened to the commentary, actually, but it had a behind-the-scenes feature of all of this stuff, most of it blue screen or green screen. Actually, it was all blue screen back then, I think. And I found the behind-the-scenes stuff more interesting than half the stuff in the movie. You know, I didn't care about the politics, I didn't care about the storyline. I just forgot about it, and I was like, this is really cool, showing how they did the droid factory scene or wire effects, lift Jango Fett in the air, or CG, stuff like that. And it was really interesting to me, and it got me interested in doing video making. Initially, what I started off with was wanting to do basically it was like a Star Wars fan series that started off as one stupid episode that didn't connect to anything else. It's probably about like 6 minutes long. I ended up shooting 5 of these. The first one doesn't matter. It had no connection to the story, which bugged me as a kid because I wanted to tell a continuous plot. I had an idea for this to be a 12-part serious mini-series where all the actors in it were like fucking 13 or 14, including myself. I got my friends into it. My sister helped. My mom and my dad filmed some of it. And I just had this serious idea. I mean, it wasn't too original. It's kind of ripping off Star Wars from itself. You know, there's an apprentice and he turns bad, but all this crap he does. But in this one, he didn't turn good at the end. It wasn't like the end of episode 6 where Vader's good again. Like, this dude just straight up stayed evil. And this whole plan, like, they were going to go to the Wookiee homeworld of Kashyyyk, and this took place like 500 years before episode 1. And I had this weird idea because General Grievous had just kind of been announced around this time, and I was interested in him. It was like, he's a cyborg robot kind of guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own way of how he came to be, that he was going to be this little amoeba that divided and multiplied and became this kind of blob thing. And then he got put into this exosuit and became General Grievous, has been around for 500 years because I'm 13 and I think that's good. So, in the most basic sense, Attack of the Clones got me into filmmaking. That sounds blasphemous coming out of my mouth now that I think about it. So that's what got me into filmmaking, what got me into what I'm doing now. Because I did that, I did another stupid comedy series with some of my friends. Again, while I was sick, if I wasn't watching Star Wars, my mom went out to the library and picked me up 2 Stooges DVDs on there. No, 3 Stooges DVDs. That'll make sense why I fucked that up. And I'd watch that, and I thought slapstick was dumb and funny, and I wanted to do something dumb and funny, because Star Wars Chronicles, you couldn't do something dumb and funny, really. I mean, I was trying to be more serious, and in trying to make it serious with 13-year-olds with lightsabers, they were clearly plastic lightsabers, like I didn't know how to do any effects or anything. That was just dumb on its own, but something intentionally dumb and funny. So I got 2 of my friends. I got 2 of my friends. I tried to get 3, but I couldn't. So we did the 2 Stooges, which was Larry and Curly before they met Moe when they were kids, and their dumb shenanigans in early mid-2000s Indiana, not the fucking 30s. I did 27 episodes of that. So we did quite a bit of that, and I can't find any of them. I can't find any of the Star Wars Chronicles. I wish I had them. So 2 Stooges was what got me more into comedy stuff. I had these ideas, these grandiose ideas of trying to do a movie on my own called Spider-Dan, where it was this guy who basically got the powers of Spider-Man, but was dumb, and he had Groucho Marx glasses instead of a Spider-Man mask. So kind of like Freakazoid, but not like Freakazoid. He became, when he was normal, he was just a normal teenager. When he became Freakazoid, he was stupid but incredibly powerful, which is basically what Spider-Dan was. So he was normal human guy, put on these stupid Groucho Marx glasses. He has all the powers of Spider-Man, but he's dumb. So I actually got a script all written for that one, but that never happened. But then after a while, when I started playing music, that took me away from filmmaking, and I focused my attention on playing metal. It was a year of bass, which was shit, and then I switched over to drums, which I was actually good at, and then I was in the band for 5 years, and I was drumming for those 5 years. But during the last couple of years, I picked up one of those little flip cameras. I think I still got it there. You know, you just, like, it's just a box. You push a button and a USB stick pops out, you plug it in your computer, and that's it. It's all SD and eh. But I'd film us just dicking around in band practice, and I'd just have fun with it. I'd make these stupid things. They're all still up on, I think a lot of them are still up on the old channel we used to have for the band. And it was getting me more passion for video making again. And this was around the time, you know, back when I did the Star Wars Chronicles 2 Stooges, there was no YouTube. If I wanted to post something online, I don't even remember what site I used. I think it was something like Image Bin or something. But then once I was doing videos again with the band, YouTube became a big thing. It was becoming popular. I started doing stuff, I guess, 2011, I suppose? Maybe late 2010. So there were people having whole careers on here, doing stuff like full-on productions by themselves. And what really caught my eye was reviews. People like The Nostalgia Critic, Jontron, Peanut Butter Gamer, Todd in the Shadows. And those guys were what got me interested in doing more video game related stuff. Nostalgia Critic was the big one to start off with. That was when I did my first review, which was Rock Revolution, which I actually still enjoy for the most part. I slap myself sometimes with like, oh, I should sped that up, pacing's bad, stuff like this. But it's got the heart, which is what matters. The Crackdown review I like more, but yeah. And then because those are all scripted and stuff, but I was trying to do a review a week. And I was like, oh, I got this capture footage, I'm gonna do some Let's Plays too, because everyone's doing that. And I had a schedule where I was having 6 videos uploaded a week. So that was not doing a whole lot there. So I stopped doing the full scripted reviews, and I started just doing off the cuff, just unscripted like this reviews of movies and stuff. Like I did Judge Dredd and, Dredd, the new one, a fucking great movie. Across the Universe. I ended up talking about Boston's debut album. And I was just kind of forcing myself to, Kung Fu Panda 2, and I was just kind of forcing myself to do these reviews just so I could have a schedule. And I wasn't having fun with it. I didn't feel like I was doing anything new with it. People had already talked about this stuff and known about this stuff. And it just wasn't that, I didn't enjoy it, but they still get a lot of views apparently. I still get people commenting on my Across the Universe and Kung Fu Panda 2 reviews, which is odd. So I took a break from doing reviews. I did a few Let's Play kind of things, but it just didn't really do a whole lot to me. Then I discovered Jontron. Holy shit! And Peanut Butter Gamer and Pro Jared and those guys that did the quick random cuts with stupid stuff. Like Nostalgia Critic does quick cuts and jokes like that, but his is a much more cohesive narrative thing. Jontron just does whatever the hell he wants for his stuff, which got me thinking, I should do this again. I should do this sometime. I should play games and do reviews on them again and make it more this style, a bit shorter, a bit more fun. But I gotta have a good game to start with. And then Family Guy Back to the Multiverse arrived in my GameFly queue. I played through about an hour of it, said this is a shit game, I should do a review on it. And that's what sparked me to get back to it. So that's how I got into YouTube. Holy fuck, that was a long story. This is the second question of the first group of questions. Fuck. Question 3 from the first question group. Why you don't have long hair anymore? No more, I should say. It was really long, as you could tell, and it was very tangled and just got unmanageable. Like it was kind of gross. It was a bit crusty. Like I didn't always get all the shampoo out of it, so there's bits of soap and crud in there. I haven't said crud in 4 years. Feels like it anyway. And it just was so unmanageable and it looked like shit. So I cut it down, cut it short. And it's a lot more manageable now. I'm actually going to go get it cut probably tomorrow or whenever this week goes up. It'll be cut soon. I will say though, even though the long hair went, the beard is staying. I do not want to get rid of the beard. I will look hideous without facial hair. That or just like a thumb. I don't want to be a thumb. Do you want to be a thumb? The fourth question from Roy Teal. 96. Is Gus McQueen even your real name, Shifty Eyes? Technically no. My real name is Angus McQueen, and you also capitalized the Q in your question here. No capital Q. So my name is Angus McQueen. I just go by Gus because it's, I don't know, it's just how it is. When I was a lot younger, I didn't like the name Angus a whole lot, and I didn't for the longest time, so I just went by Gus. But pretty much since I got to college, and all the professors just called me Angus, and I just let it stick. And also, when I just say Gus, like it's like, who is this Starbucks? I don't drink Starbucks. What is this party reservation for at this restaurant? Gus. What? Did you say Goose? No, so I just say Angus most of the time because it's a bit easier. It feels less awkward to say, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, my name is Gus McQueen. No capital Q. M-A-C, lowercase Q-U-E-N. I actually have it tagged in my channel feed and on my video, video tags. The other way to spell McQueen, because I'm sure people are gonna, if they do look directly for me, they might do it that way. They probably might do it that way. Probably might do it that way. All right, we got through the first batch of questions, and it only took 23 fucking minutes from the first answer because I just ramble on. Next one is from Roy Teal on Twitter. I wonder who that could be. Is this how you ask a question? Lol. Yes. As long as you have the question mark, that's all that matters. Also, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. I've been a bit rushed recently. My legs are a little stiff, but that's okay. I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Okay, seriously, favorite video game, movie, and or song? Okay, favorite video game? For the longest time was Saints Row 2. It has since been overtaken by Borderlands 2. Saints Row 2 is still a great game, but Borderlands 2 I just had more fun with recently. I haven't played Saints Row 2 in a long time. Favorite movie? I'm not sure about movie. I'm not a huge movie person. Like, I like Dread, Blues Brothers is good. Most of the Marvel movies, like, especially like the MCU Avengers stuff. You know what? My favorite movie is the Lego Movie, because I said it before. Do you want to see the rest? Here, let's see the rest. It's a whole shelf. It's all Lego. There's more Lego down there. There's Lego everywhere. I love Lego. The Lego Movie was really funny. It was beautifully animated. Lego Movie wins. Everything is awesome. And favorite song? That's the opposite problem of not liking movies enough, is that I like too much music. So one single song. I'm gonna alter your question. Favorite band? Fuck it, let's go top 5 favorite bands. Because you deserve a list. Top 6. Because I can't decide between 2. Number 6, Anthrax. Number 5, Motorhead. Number 4, Lords of the Trident. Number 3, Psychostick. Number 2, Sabaton. Number 1, Metallica. I know it's a rather generic answer for a number 1 pick, but Metallica really is my favorite band. They've been my favorite since 2007, and that has never wavered in my opinion. Other ones have changed. Sabaton's a more recent addition. Motorhead used to be up higher, but Metallica's still number 1. And Lords of the Trident, you might know, but might not know you know if you've watched my videos. Cue theme music. Yes, the song Complete Control by Lords of the Trident is the theme song for Gus Reviews. Because it is a fucking awesome song, which has nothing to do with reviewing video games. But holy shit, that's great. Alright, our third question comes from Logan Kane. Favorite Flash game? God, when was the last time I played a Flash game? What's that? There's one I played recently, I found it from Rooster Teeth. It's the one with this little ball. I think it's like Argio? Some weird thing, but you go around and you get bigger by eating dots, and then you can get bigger dots. That's a fun one. You know, all those great meat and fuck games, you know, where like you rub their arm and that turns them on before you can rub like their other part of the arm. That's the good shit. And their nipples are like this big. You can use it as a porthole for submarines. Actually, I do remember one. When I was a kid, I played this game on Cartoon Network's website. It was based off the Codename Kids Next Door TV show, where you basically have these little hamsters and you launch them into the air. I mean, it's not graphic. It's not like the Kitty Cannon or Penguin Clubbing, any of those old Flash. God, I haven't thought of those in years. But this little hamsters, or I think they were hamsters. You basically send them through the air and they hit balloons and go up, or they hit things and go down. There's a million games like it, but that was my favorite. And it played Ride of the Valkyries during it if you got high enough. And it was a fun game. It was a fun Flash game. Our next question comes from Diabetes Cat. Yes, that's his name. I feel so sorry for him. His parents must have been horrible to him. Do you like gory games, matey? Arr. I guess he's a pirate. Captain Diabetes. What a weird existence that guy must have. I'm not huge into gory games strictly for them being gory. If you're talking about stuff like Mortal Kombat, I enjoy the fighting games, at least in the more recent Mortal Kombat, like MK9 and MKX. You know, those are actually some of the only fighting games I'm halfway decent at. But I don't play them for the gore. I play them for that. I guess other things like what are some other extremely gory games? I don't know, I'm not big into horror games, if that helps. Like, I'm not huge into I don't really like Dead Space or Resident Evil or Silent Hill. Not really sure those are gory, but I know Resident Evil can be. I played a bit of that. You know, gory games never caught my eye just for being gory. I mean, sometimes gore in games can be cool. Like, you know, you get a shooter sometimes have like realistic damage physics where like arms will fly off and stuff, like in Borderlands 1 or I think like one of the Medal of Honor games. And it's cool, but it's not my main reason to play a game. So I'm not going to play a game just because it's gory. If that helps. I bid you adieu, Captain Diabetes. Sail the 7 seas in search of insulin. This joke probably is offensive. Our next question comes from Jacob McGrath. What games have you been playing lately? I've been replaying Borderlands 1 recently. Not necessarily replaying. I played through Borderlands 1, used Mordecai, because Bloodwing is fucking awesome. Beat the game, I beat the Zombie DLC, I played a bit of the General Knox DLC, and now I've gone through on New Game Plus, or or True Vault Hunter Mode, or whatever it's called in the original. I think it's just called Playthrough 2, because I never did that. I just beat the main story in the first playthrough, sorry for my dog barking, and a couple DLC, and that was it. And I've gone back, going through there. Right now I'm going through the Claptrap DLC, because that'll be fun. So, because I never played the Claptrap DLC. I've also been playing Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Which, I'm not a huge DC fan, but I still like DC. Teen Titans is one of my favorite shows as a kid. And this game is fucking fun. I mean, if you're a Batman fan, you owe it to yourself to play this game. There is so many Easter eggs and tributes and references, and Adam West is in it. He's all over this, and all these other Batman characters and really obscure things. It's a really fun game. If you like DC, especially Batman, you should play it. Lego Batman 3 is the perfect example of licensed games done right. A lot of times I talk about licensed games done wrong. Lego gets it. So TT Games is phenomenal. Really looking forward to Lego Avengers. I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by... Puny god. Our next one comes from the man I can't pronounce and the winner of the contest, Matt R. If you could make one supergroup of badass metal musicians, who would it consist of and what would its name be? Well, for one, we need James Hetfield at least on rhythm guitar, maybe not vocals. So James Hetfield on rhythm. Matty J. Moose from Psycho Stick on bass. Because that dude slaps like you would not believe in a metal band. So you gotta have that. Other guitar, I don't know. How about on lead we get Rob Flynn from Machine Head? Because he's really good. He and James Hetfield have actually played a little bit together. There's this awesome video of James joining Machine Head on stage for Aesthetics of Hate. It's fucking great. And that's one of my favorite Machine Head songs. So, we get Rob Flynn on lead, James on guitar, or rhythm, Matt on bass. Vocals, I'm thinking either, I don't know if it's pronounced Joachim or Joachim, I can't remember his last name, the singer from Sabaton. Or we're going to go back to the awesome scream earlier of Lord Fang von Rathenstein from Lords of the Trident on vocals. Because that dude can scream. And sing very well. And now we come to the hard part of for me having to pick a drummer because there's so many. Go Charlie Benante from Anthrax, who's probably my favorite drummer of all time. It's really hard to pick one. Same thing with favorite song. So Charlie Benante or Gene Hoglan from a million bands, or Pete Weber from Havoc. Maybe Alex Daughtry from Psycho Stick, but then we have two Psycho Stick. Dave Lombardo's really good too. Oh, this is hard. You know what? Let's go Charlie Benante. Anthrax is fucking great. And their name would be Priapism, which is what happens when you have an erection lasting longer than 4 hours. The flesh on your dick starts to decay, which sounds metal as fuck. That or Uncle Fatass's fucking Bonkers Band. Next from Matt. What is the best so bad it's good movie/game you've seen or played? Oh god, I love bad movies so much. The Asylum, if you see a movie by The Asylum, those are the guys that did Sharknado and Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus and Transmorphers. That's gonna be a good time. So bad it's a good time. Don't watch those things by yourself. Get a friend. Caitlin and I used to watch them all the time together. We actually watched one pretty recently called Russell Madness, or WrestleMania. I think they changed it through. About a wrestling Jack Russell Terrier. That was horrendous, but it was so fucking good. Oh, I haven't had that. It's one of those ones like, you have so much fun with these kinds of shitty movies that you think back on like, oh yeah, I remember watching Zombies of Mass Destruction. It's good times. Horrible movie. Great memories watching it with friends. So, fuck. But the single good one. Again, it's having to pick singles. I'm not good with picking one thing specifically a lot of the time. So I'll just give off a few recommendations. Alien vs. Hunter. That's crap. That's great. Nazis at the Center of the Earth. Actually, the first part of that's not bad. It's a pretty good suspense film building up until Mecha Hitler shows up. So you might want to watch it just for that. Chupacabra versus the Alamo is another fantastic one. The entire Mega Shark trilogy. Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus, Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus, and Mega Shark versus Mecha Shark. It's a whole trilogy, and I watched 2, 1, then 3. Because that's how I roll. There's another one about dinosaurs in LA, and the movie just ends with like 2 people escaping that look like Uncle Ben and Mary Jane from the first Spider-Man movie. And they escape, but the rest of the dinosaurs are just roaming through Hollywood. I don't remember what that's called. For games, that's a little bit different. TMNT was kind of that way when I played through that one. Same with Surf's Up. Fracture is one from, I think it was LucasArts made that one. About being able to, it's like a third-person shooter and you raise and lower terrain, which is the main gimmick. That was actually a kind of a fun one. So, I tried doing a Let's Play in that game ages ago, I think even before I started doing reviews, and nothing came from it. And I also like Sonic Heroes, but that's not so bad. It's pretty bad, but I enjoy Sonic Heroes. And I don't know if you consider it bad, since I actually think it's a pretty good game, but Stranglehold is a fun one. A lot of slow motion, John Woo. I think it actually is John. No, Chow Yun Fat, that's it. Slow motion, like Hong Kong dual guns, doves flying everywhere. That's a pretty fun one. And that one's like fucking $3. I'd recommend picking that one up. That one's a fun one. And finally, why is your Burger King review so goddamn funny no matter how many times I watch it? Well, thank you very much. That really does mean a lot to me. That's my favorite review I've done. Depends how many times you watched it, I suppose. But I'm really proud of that one. That was one I actually made that one specifically in mind to be an audition to Channel Awesome, which is the group that Doug Walker, who's the Nostalgia Critic, runs. I was trying to join up with them, and that didn't work out, so I made Blastroid Productions, which is why you always see the purpley intro and hear the guitar. But I bet it. I don't know. I still like it. I fucking love the sports joke bit. I love it way more than I should. I really do. I'm way too proud of that sports joke bit. Let me know what your favorite moment from that one was, because I want to know. I want to know why you guys, at least why you, Matt, and if everyone else wants to comment, on reviews or whatever. Interviews. What's your favorite bit from my reviews? Because I want to know. I want to know what's working. I want to know what the people like. Our next question comes from Caitlin Roush. I wonder who that could be. Is your girlfriend hot? Well, Caitlin, my girlfriend has told me before she doesn't like it necessarily being called hot. However, I think she's absolutely beautiful, stunning, and sexy. And I love her very, very much. And she is my favorite. And I know she doesn't like being called hot, but yeah, I think she's hot. So you can do with that what you will. Caitlin's my girlfriend, for those that don't know. Next question comes from Caitlin Rose, that's Caitlin again, on Twitter. Will you ever consider doing more classic games such as Cool Spot? I'm not sure about going back and doing like the really old retro game stuff like Cool Spot or like that Chester Cheeto game. Since I was never huge into retro gaming like that. I didn't start playing games until PS2 era. And even then I didn't get into gaming until 360 era. Specifically, Halo 3's Halo 3 is what got me into really playing video games, and that's when I started considering myself a real gamer. But I do want to. That being said, though, I do want to play older games from like PS2, GameCube, Xbox era that I played when I was younger. Particularly the ones I want to do are Hot Wheels Velocity X, which I cannot fucking find anywhere, and the Bionicle video game, because that was the first game I got for my PS2. I got PS2 for Christmas, and I got the Bionicle video game because I love Bionicle. And for those that don't know, Bionicle is a set franchise subsidiary of, guess what? Actually, I got a couple of my old Bionicles over there. So hang on. Kind of cobwebby and dusty, but these are actually two, like, I had a huge collection of Lego, probably about this size, maybe a little smaller. Mainly just big piles of bricks, not necessarily sets. And I sold a lot of it, and I actually used it to buy my 360. But these are two of the guys I kept. I got Tahu Nuva and the Fire Rakshi. I don't remember his name. I don't remember the Rakshi name. But Tahu, this is the era, like when these sets came out, of what the Bionicle video game was set in. It's like, I think the first and maybe like 5th level you actually play as Tahu Nuva. So, and I actually looked up at the Bionicle game is backwards compatible on the 360. So I can get the Xbox version. I am throwing dust everywhere from these things because they've not been cleaned in fucking God knows how long. But I can play the Bionicle game. Not Bionicle Heroes, which was out on 360. This is way back. Like I was in like 4th, 5th grade when this came out. So no retro games, but there will be older games at some point. Our next question comes from AJ Joseph. Can you do a Gus rant or reviews or just a whatever video on League of Legends and or Heroes of the Storm? I did KY, but I think it would be amusing. I literally know nothing about Heroes of the Storm, but I played maybe 2 matches of League of Legends with a friend, and I won't do a Gus reviews on it since Gus reviews is for licensed things. But how about we do how about right now I do a quick rant on my experience with League of Legends? Sound good? Okay, so I set a minute on my phone. We are going to do a 1-minute rant on my League of Legends experience. Okay, ready and go. Okay, so my friends are really high level. Like he's put like 230, 40 hours into this game, and I've never played it. So I decided to go in. He's like, hey, we'll get you and we'll start some new characters. We'll pop on in. And I pop in there with him and his friends. We're like, we're going to go up against bots. His friends played like probably, I don't know, 350 hours, probably more than him. Yes, more than him because I said 200 something. So we hop in the lobby and we go in there and they're like, okay, you jungle. You go up top, you do this, we're going to do that. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? What does the jungle have to do with it? A jungle is in South America. There's only corn in Indiana here. There's no jungle. So he's like, and he's trying to explain this to me. And during that time, I've died for like 4 times. So I get in there and I'm playing as this guy, and I only know him, I can't remember his name, but all I know is that he spins around and yells, Demacia! Because Nick would do that all the time when we played Marvel Ultimate Alliance on the Blastoid channel. Go check it out on the Cram Couch. So we would be playing this, and I would die constantly, and I would get up to the higher level, and I'm like, okay, you unlock things, and then you get these things, and I would get this, and I had good armor, and good weapons, and then right when I do it, I would die, and the match would be over, and we'd forfeit, and I wouldn't know what I was doing, because this game is just so confusing. I don't get why it has millions of dollars. And timer's up. Machine head. Also, I believe exactly at the moment the timer went off, I got a message on Facebook. So there you go, AJ. There's your quick little League of Legends rant. I don't know Heroes of the Storm. So here's my Heroes of the Storm rant for you. What is it? Okay, there you go. Thank you for asking your question. Oh, Jesus Christ. This paragraph comes from Andrew Pinkham. Hey, yo, what's up? Not much, what's up with you? Does what up count as a valid entry question? Yes, but you can ask as many questions as you want. If not, I have more. Okay. What's your favorite Nitro Muffin and affiliated projects album? No of you know what Nitro Muffin is. My favorite album is Back at the Buffet. How many times have you wanted to punch me in the face? Jokingly, more than I can count. Seriously, maybe twice? If you had to guess, how many cans of cola and Vault-esque soda have all your band members of all the bands you've ever been in consumed consecutively accumulated over time? Way too much, because we would have about 3 12-packs of soda a week. And I was in that band for 4 years. If you had to genetically splice 2 pairs of extraneous organs onto the average household kitten, what would they be and why? I think I would add a lung under the kitten so it could breathe in a lot and jump down from high places and survive impact. And it could also use it as a flotation device. Basically, it's a big cushion. And I would add, let's add a liver so it can filter out more poison so it can drink more. Because then it'll be drunk and it'll want to jump off these things, but it'll have the lung to protect itself. I don't play games anymore, but Guitar Center gift cards are pretty much a valid currency to me. If a Guitar Center gift card ain't good, how about Steam? Okay, well, you didn't win anyway. So, you probably think this is just some crazy rambling man, which he is, but Andy was one of the guys I was in Horns with for 5 years. So, he's a weird fellow. And Nitro Muffin was a band he and I started when it was just the 2 of us way back in the early days. We would just improvise stuff. It'd just me on drums, him on guitar or a bass, or at some points didgeridoo and bagpipes. And we'd swap instruments, we'd just improvise songs. And we had a couple ones that are actually half decent, but most of them were just shit. So there you go. We had, what do we have? Our albums were Something in My Ass, Half the Diet, Twice the Fat, or something like that. Half the Calories, Double the, something like that. Back at the Buffet, Meat Mountain, Die It. He's in California now, but he's planning to come back, and he was talking about doing an album called Eat 'Em All, spoofing Metallica's Kill 'Em All. If you've seen the Metallica Kill 'Em All album cover, it's got a bloody hammer on it, and we'll make it a fork. He texted me a week ago or something with another band name idea or another thing. Out with the mold, in with the stew. That was it. If that's not gonna be an album title, it can at least be a song title. But it was just complete stupid shit. Like I said, we had maybe one actually decent track now. We had songs like I Swallowed a Porcupine, Colonel Sanders drowning in Gatorade, Punks Eat Poop. I think we had one called Taco Bell Time. I don't remember. Songs Are Made of Algebra, Pine Tree Orgasm. There was a lot. So, and there was a lot of dumb names. And tell you what, this whole time they'll be going across the bottom here. All our fucking stupid song titles we had for Nitro Muffin. We were basically fueled by Big K, which was the generic Kroger brand soda. We had Big K Cola and I think it was called Extreme, which it wasn't Mountain Dew because they had like Citrus Drop and Extreme, and Extreme was basically Vault at the time, if you guys remember Vault, which I think was Coke. Like their action, it's like drinks like a soda, kicks like an energy drink. Captain Pirate Yar, Captain Diabetes Cat's back. And we would go through 12 packs of Extreme and 1 pack of Cola every week. So holy shit, we drank a lot, and I probably took a bit of my life off at the end there because of all that soda. So, but I'm young now, I can do stupid things. Next question comes from Demi WW. What is your favorite food? And could you maybe give me a Subway gift card? I've been needing one badly. Sorry you didn't win, but I was only doing video games anyway. Favorite food? Am I just gonna be boring and say pizza? No, I know what my favorite food is. Sausage rolls. It's puff pastry. And you put a piece of sausage in it and you wrap it up and you cook it. You can either have them hot or let them cool. Get some butter on top so it's all crispy. My mom makes them every year for Christmas. You can get them in England. They're my favorite food. They're fucking great. I love them. If I had access to them all year round, they probably wouldn't be my favorite food. But because I don't, they're my favorite food. And if not, it might just be the generic answer of pizza. Pepperoni, bacon, onions, preferably red onions, and banana peppers. But banana peppers you don't have to have them, but I prefer them. And if you ever have some cold leftover pizza, take some of that like Taco Bell package stuff and just squirt it on there. It's good. Some good shit. Next question comes from Elvin Lady. I need to visit you so I can stroke your beard. Okay. You can touch the beard for a bit, but full-on stroking has been reserved for Caitlin. She claimed dibs on it, so. But you can go like ooh, that's soft. But none of the intense stroking, if you know what I mean. Of the beard and the penis. Those are both for Caitlin. She's gonna slap me. This isn't a question, just a statement. For an actual question, should we play video games together? All capital letters. I'm up for playing video games with whoever. If you got Steam or Xbox Live or something, we can play something. I have a feeling from stroking my beard and stuff like this that I know you, but I'm not good with usernames. So comment and let me know who you actually are, and we can talk. We can maybe play something online together. School's starting up and I'm going on vacations, but we'll figure it out. We'll play some Saints Row or something. And our 13th and final question, group of questions, comes from Sir Bert Lehman. Oh, I get it. And he writes, "Hi Gus, is your beard magic?" Not quite. It's not a long white beard I can put my belt buckle through, but it's getting there. Right now it can do like the pick a card thing, but I can't turn water into wine or make a rabbit pull out of my beard. But it's getting there. We just gotta practice. How many bears could you fight at once? Depends on the bear. If it's like a cub, I could probably take it as long as the mom's not around. If it's full, I could probably take a cub or two. If it's full on bear, I try and ride it, and then you would read the headline of manslaughter trying to ride bear because he's a stupid. Maybe if like the Chicago Bear. Did Chicago have the Bears? Bears is football, right? Or am I thinking basketball? No, baseball. I don't sports. The only sports I know is wrestling. There's no bears in wrestling. I couldn't beat a bear. I bet you couldn't beat a bear. Do you like beans? I do in fact like beans, particularly baked beans. You have some baked beans on toast, a little butter on the toast and a little salt on it. It's delicious. Great breakfast. Do you like Burt Reynolds? I don't know enough about Burt Reynolds to have a strong opinion on him one way or the other. I know he was in Saints Row 3 as Mayor Burt fucking Reynolds, which was really funny. I liked him in that. I have no strong feelings one way or the other about Burt Reynolds. Saints Row 3 is a good game. Would you eat beans with Burt Reynolds? Depends on the beans, I suppose. If we could do, gather around, have some baked beans on toast. Sure, why not? Maybe some kidney beans. Maybe not like green beans. I'm not a huge fan, but particularly baked beans. Ooh, jelly beans. Could you beat a toaster at arm wrestling? I'm gonna go find out. I'll be right back. I beat the toaster. I won this. I got a match against John Cena on Sunday. Why would a toaster be Intercontinental Champion? Do you believe in magic? I suppose, in a certain manner of speaking. In a young girl's heart? Yes. How the music can free her whenever it starts depends on the music. What kind of music? What kind of music we talking about? We talking about some of that hardcore gangsta rap shizzle? Or are we talking Scandinavian death metal? And those are your only two options. Or polka. Polka can free the magic in the young girl's heart. Paper or plastic? Plastic's easier to carry, but paper's better for the environment, so they both have their ups and downs. It's like an elevator. Can we be friends? Yes, we are. Because I know this screen name. I know you, James. We're friends. Let's be friends. You can beat me at Smash Bros. Again sometime. And yes, I'd like a gift card redeemable at KB Toys. Considering KB Toys went out of business in 2009, I'm surprised I know that off the top of my head. Might be a little hard. But I'll give you one to Babbage's or the a taco store. But you didn't win! Because Matt R won, and that's the end of the video. I'm not going to try and pronounce Matt's name again. So, thank you guys for joining me on this rant of a video. It was fun. It was fun. I like doing a Q&A thing. I wouldn't mind doing it again some of the times. Once again, congratulations to Matt. Hit me up. You have until August 10th, and I will get you your Steam card, or just buy the games, or whatever goes on that way. Yeah, if you like doing these if you liked this video and you want to see more Q&A videos, let me know. I wouldn't mind doing some more. It was fun. If you have any other questions to ask, just leave me a comment or a tweet. So yes, thank you all very much for joining me tonight. If you're watching this at night, if you're not, then that's your fault, not mine. I will see you guys next time when I... Hang on one second. Keep being calls to things and videos. Hello? Oh hey, Vince McMahon, what's up? Yes, I beat the toaster. Yeah, I thought it was weird. Like, how did he get to be Intercontinental Champion? Like, did he beat Ryback? Oh yes, he was out on injury. So yeah, what? Do you need me to fight a blender next? Wait, you serious? So it's not a real blender? Oh, it's not a blender at all, okay. I was just kidding, wait. So do I actually have to defend my title? You know this is a toy. What? Vince, calm down. Vince! Yes, I know. It's a toy. I paid $20 for it at Target. It's not a real belt. I'm in the middle of a... I'm at the end of a video here. I'm trying to do a closeout. Okay, yes. I'll defend my title. Well, aren't you gonna tell me who it is? Oh, goody. It's a surprise. Yes, I'll stop expository and setting up for another video. Alright. Love you too, honey. So apparently I have to defend my title. Again, I won from a toaster against someone at some point. Because that's what Totally For Real Mr. McMahon said. You'll find out soon. I'll find out soon.